There was a town of Germany called Hamelin. Hamelin was a small but beautiful town. There was a river, one on side and mountain on the others. But suddenly, the town was focused with a great problem. It becomes full of rats. The rats was very big and fierce. They fought the dogs, killed the cats, and beat the babes in the cradles. The people were greatly annoyed. They became helpless. They tried to get rid of the problem but found no way. At last, the people came to the town hall and told the mayors about their sufferings. The mayors called up a meeting of these councillors. They talked about different plans, but they could not find any way how to kill the rats. Just then, a tall and thin man with a long coat of many colors and a strange hat on his head entered the room. He had a pipe in his hand. Who are you? What do you want? The mayor asked. I am Pipers. You are a problem with rats. I can help you. I can kill the rats. How they asked with my pipe. He said the mayor asked how much do you want for it? 1,000 guilders, said the pipe. Whales give you 10,000 if you can help us to get rid of the rats. The mayor said, all right, I will. Yes, do it. But forget your promise. The pied vipers went to the cigarette and took out a pipe from his pocket. Then he begins to play the pipes. Soon the rats from every house of Himalayan came out tumbling. There were hundreds or thousands of them. The man went on playing his pipe. He moves along the streets and the rats followed him. He went down to the bank of the river Wazars and wade into the rivers. And every rat that followed him dropped or drowned in the rivers. The piper came back to the mayor and demanded the promised money. The mayor threw that the rats were all gone and there was no use giving so much money to the pipers. He said that was only a joke. Take 500 and go away. No, said the pipers. I would not take. That was only the less. He was very angry. The piper left the mayor's office and he stood in the street. He took up his pipe and began of the play again. This time it was a different tone, but no hearings the tone. The children of the town began to dance. As the pipers walked along with his street, they followed him, singing and dancing. The piper was walking toward the mountains. As they came near the mountains, doors opened. The piper was the children's walked into the mountain and the door closed. Only one boy could not follow them because he was lame. The people saw all this and stood helpless. They realized that it was all their fault, but it was too late. Once upon a time, there was a king was very fond of the knowing his future from the astrologers. A famous astrologers happened to this step at his capital on his way to Venice. The king called on him and know about this future, and the astrologers told him some things unpleasant. At this the king got furious and he condemned his deed of saying, men like you should not live to spoil the peace of the world. But another through the closed his mind. Before the astrologers was removed the executions. How long will you live? Asked to the king. With ready with the astrologer said, and Aristotle declared that the shall die and the wake before your process.